Hello everybody and welcome to OriginalbroSaves. Today, I, Colby, will be playing Rocketbirds Hard-Boiled Chicken. I decided to do this game. I've actually played it before. Look at this shit. Nailed it. Because it's a really interesting game. I don't know how many people have actually played it. It's very weird. It's kind of artsy. It has really good music, which I appreciate. So I think we're just gonna hop right in. There's a cutscene at the beginning, so I'm just gonna not talk about it. And if there's weird noise in the background, I'm sorry. Oop. Sorry about that. Just gonna boost the volume a little bit so everyone can hear. Okay, so that was the first cutscene. Doesn't explain much. You're playing as this guy. Oh, sorry. And you flew into some sort of base occupied by penguins. Interesting enough. The combat in this game is pretty much the only difficulty comes from the quantity of enemies. Most enemies aren't that difficult. You can hide behind stuff, which I'll probably show later if I... Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to show later, but I think there's a part coming up where you can do it. Some areas have kind of like multiple routes you can take, like this, which isn't really like that different either way you want to go. Just one of the ways actually requires you to make a little bit of a jump. Most of this game is just kind of sneaking around inside these bases. It has a really interesting kind of design, I guess. The gameplay is pretty minimal. It's mainly just killing these penguins and then kind of trying to manage your ammunition, which is generally not a problem. You almost always have pistol ammo, and when you get other weapons later on, they're pretty powerful. It doesn't, and you usually have a lot of ammo. It doesn't really matter very much. It seems a little weird that you would launch them. I think you're launching the missiles here. I haven't played this game in a while. I don't know all the stuff that happens. If I'm hoping the audio's not too loud, I should actually check that, because I think I might have turned it back up. Just turn it down a little bit. Okay. Since I assume I'm trying to prevent the missiles from being launched, it seems a little weird that I can launch them at... Oh. And everything's kind of governed by the frame you're on, like the screen. You can just kind of avoid enemies by running into a screen that they're not on, but they can follow you between screens. I don't actually think I can get up here. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. So that's pretty interesting. It's just kind of a cool game. It's pretty minimal. There's some puzzle-ish, if you want to call them that, stuff that happens later on, which is Oh, I need this. Which is mainly stuff like this, like moving boxes where you need them to be. But I like it. I have a friend that also played it who's not a fan. I kind of enjoy it. It's got a nice feel to it. Yeah, and then just kind of this kind of thing, just picking up ammo and health and shooting penguins, I guess. Or I think they're supposed to be penguins. I'm not 100% sure. We gotta sneeze. I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec.
What? No! No! Why? Why me? What did I do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Pull yourself together, Butski. We've got a whole penguin army. And we've clowned him to fight him. And he's just one little chicken. I will kill him. And then I will eat him.
That's a little weird there. That character's the kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger character.
I see fake versions of myself. I must be seeing double.
Nice observation, bruh. Yeah, I don't know. Also, music. Like, I like the music in this game, but it does randomly start up and stop, and it gets kind of annoying. It's like if you're engaged with an enemy, it'll start. I don't actually know how that's governed. Really. It just seems like if you're fighting an enemy, it plays and then eventually shuts off. But since it starts from the same point, every time you end up hearing like the same couple of lines over and over again. The way I downloaded it, I actually have the soundtrack. And, it's really good. It's a new world revolution. Define it as like science fiction rock, I think. So it's pretty interesting. So this is basically the combat, just shooting things that are in front of you and knocking them around. Because pretty much everything that gets hit with bullets gets not stunned, but like knocked out. The only problem really comes if there's like two enemies like that standing in an area. Oh, there's cutscenes every time you get a gun, by the way. Which is literally a cutscene of you picking up the gun. Which seems a little silly. Yeah, so the only difficulty really comes if like two enemies are standing near each other and you can only shoot one of them at a time because they'll penetrate. And then the other one can shoot you while they're doing that. Sometimes you get lucky and they're above each other and the bullets manage to hit both of them like that. So yeah, it's not a very difficult game. I'm playing on normal. I could probably be playing on hard. I'm not very good at games though. And I keep dropping down like this situation. It helps if they get knocked up instead of just kind of being stunned, because that way we might be able to shoot them behind it while it's like flying around. You know? This game is really weird. There's like a free version of it, I think, on their website, which is essentially the same game. I don't know if it's the whole game, but it's, I think they might be making a sequel too. The end of the game is kind of set up for a sequel, if you've played it. Interesting, since I'm pretty sure they're like a fairly unestablished company, and this game it feels like kind of a test, really. It's a really artsy kind of game. And by artsy, I mean doesn't have a lot of gameplay. Well, it does have a lot of gameplay. The entire thing is gameplay, but with the combat system, the lack of actual intelligent puzzles. I make it sound like I don't like this game, and I actually do like this game, as indicated by the fact that I've beaten it. I generally don't beat games I don't want to play. But it's really odd. The story's really interesting. That's why I'll be playing all the cutscenes and trying not to talk over them. Yeah, it's just it's a strange game. It's just kind of your basic side scroller. There's a little bit of platforming, a little bit of puzzling, a lot of shooting, birds. The backstory is also a little bizarre. Sorry, I'm just doing some stuff with my mouth, trying to move out of the way. Hopefully my voice is coming in clear. I was doing stuff today, so I was hoarse and yelling. And I think you just pick up the ammo of the gun you're holding, or maybe you have a total mana pool. I'm not. Yeah, you have a total mana pool. So that's why it's kind of like weird. You don't have to use your pistol. Alright, and here these are like these flying parts, which are kind of a pain. It controls really weird.
What
the enemy flyer things are kind of bizarre. I'm talking over the cutscene, but it's you can read it, and it's not like the voice acting is anything special. I assume this game is done on kind of a minimal budget. I do like this game though. So it's A to fly. It's the same button to shoot, except you don't really have the ability to aim. You just kind of shoot forward. So if you can kind of do it, you could just kind of try to camp outside the hole where all the enemies come out of, and just shoot them as they come out. I actually not do that. And then there'll be different enemies. There'll be like helicopter ones that have better control, but are I don't know. They're all different types of enemies. It's a very strange game. But a very interesting game. It's longer than you'd think, frankly. That's ammo. Ammunition. Ammo is a slang term, I guess. But even people that don't use weapons, very helpful. This is a little annoying because the frames are weird. I don't know where that missing frame came out. And I'm just playing kind of rapidly because get like these missiles and it's kind of hard to get them off here. It'll tell you where things are, but frankly, I just want to do it now. I don't know how that's actually done either. If I don't get on the ship soon, die. Well, I've got to come back. Yeah, this game's kind of repetitive. I don't know how fun it will actually be to watch me play it. Not even talking about stuff like this. I went bowling today. I'm pretty much the worst bowler ever. We played with bumpers and still didn't score over 100 on 2 different games. So, pretty good. Pretty good bowling. And then you just fly into these things, and you go down. Like, this is kind of cool, just this above the aircraft thing. As I said, the art is kind of, man, that was weird. The art's pretty interesting. I hope I'm talking loud enough for everyone to hear. I'll try to talk a little louder. It is midnight right now, and I don't want to wake anyone in my house up. Although my sister's probably awake, because she stays up very late and does not get as much sleep as she probably should. Now these ones are kind of like the Zeppelin levels are pretty much all the same. It's like go find the key card and then open the door and then blow up the Zeppelin or blink or whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it Zeppelin. This feels very World War II-y to me, and I think that's what it's actually supposed to be. And I think they use blends during World War II. I could be wrong. I'm taking U.S. history, and we've been talking about World War II lately, but I don't know. I know random facts. I don't know things that could potentially be of use. I know things like the United States tried to have glow-in-the-dark foxes scare the Japanese because there's all sorts of fox legends from Japanese. That could also be wrong. I don't actually know. I don't fact check anything ever. And now there's like a million dudes. To this, got spray. It's interesting in the main menu. I don't know if you have to unlock more difficulty levels. I always thought it was weird when you have to unlock easy mode, though. But I only saw normal and hard, and normal had 3 stars and hard had 4 stars, and I was just curious about where like 2 stars and 1 stars was, because to me that feels like there's probably you can unlock easy and then very easy, and I don't understand the appeal or whatever of unlocking it in easy mode, because it's easy mode and doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I enjoy the fact that it is like a pirate ship steering wheel. Like, is there a specific name for like a boat wheel? I know the thing that actually turns it is called the rudder, but I don't know anything about boats. I need the blue. Well, okay, I guess I don't need the blue key card then. Rolling is, by the way, the most overpowered thing in this game, and I'm gonna get caught right here and maybe die, unless I figure out how to not die by spraying. Yeah, but it's like way harder to get hit while rolling, and it's faster than walking. So, kind of interesting. Do I not have to get out of the thing on time, or did I actually die? I don't know. I might have to restart that bit. Okay, I do. That would be a little silly if I did not have to do that. Yeah, so apparently there's a blue key card that I just don't have. But it seems like I might need it. I'm gonna try to kill these guys before going in there now. I think we can. No, not. Because last time I got kind of messed up. It's a little hard to tell when stuff dies. They kind of like explode feathers and then drop animation. So oh, that's weird. I got an achievement. I think I messed that up again. Oh no, I'm good. Okay. I don't actually think I have to fight one here. I think you just kind of drop down. I think this might lead to another cutscene, so I'll shut up if it is. Oh, it does not. Yeah, the continuity is a little weird, because basically I invaded this penguin base, or whatever you want to call it, and then I went and destroyed a zeppelin, and then I think I landed back in the penguin base, and am now doing some other shenanigans, so, you know. And randomly there'll just be enemies that like go and mess you up, or like move, but most of them are just like on patrol, and this guy's being a hassle because he keeps getting knocked back over the edge, so it's harder to kill him quickly. I can probably juggle over there, yeah, like that, but I don't know. That seems like kind of poor game design, not that game design's like a big deal in this game. I think it's just one of those things where people talk about the difference between like indie games and AAA titles, and like this game is really cool and artsy, but I mean, there's a difference between being cool and artsy and just kind of being not a particularly good video game. Like you see those indie games that are basically just like you can walk around in the interim between cutscenes. and it's mostly just dialogue or text based, and then you just kind of explore. That's more of like indie horror, I guess. Although I'm not well versed in that, so you know. I don't know if this is actually defined as an indie game. I would assume it is, because the studio I don't think has made any of the games, and this doesn't seem like it was probably heavily funded. So but the definition of indie has always kind of eluded me to specifically what it is. It feels like just anyone that isn't a AAA developer, which is just like those big companies like, you know, EA and Bethesda. Because I can't think of any other game studios. Even though I don't really play EA games, and I only really play like a couple Bethesda games. And I don't like the Bethesda game that everyone I know thinks is the best one, which is Fallout. Maybe I just haven't played it enough, but it just doesn't float my boat. I didn't even know why I thought I could get up there. I feel like I'm being really quiet, so I'm gonna try to be louder now. If I could boost my audio in post, that would be great. But I mumble a lot in actuality. So it's a little hard for me to do stuff where I have to be loud, especially when I'm essentially talking to myself in my room alone at 12:30 at night, with a fan running that may or may not be being picked up, and oh shit. So like stuff like this happens, you know, just like trying to run for this, and this is like the only difficulty to the game, is just the number of enemies and enemy placement. I think they wear my health back out there. I'm sorry if I'm yawning so much. I've not gotten sleep the last couple of nights. I had friends sleep over at my house, and then I slept over at my friend's house. And chaining sleepovers is not the best idea in the world. It just makes me tired and irritable. I don't actually know how long this game's been going. I don't know how many parts I'm gonna cut into. I know other people that are better at making videos than me, meaning pretty much everyone on YouTube or your video service of choice, knows how to do basic editing things, like cut together things and not just record a long string and then stuff. But I'm not very good at that. Weird, I haven't practiced. This might be a cutscene. No, it's not. I think this guy has some funny comments, so I'm just gonna kind of stand here and watch him. They added a little bit of humor in the here and there. Just talking about how wrong it is that they cloned me, and I'm just listening to it. The clothes don't even really look like me. They don't have my signature bandana and my outfit, and they're black instead of white chickens. They're basically just other chickens. They might as well have just said they cloned some chickens. They cloned this chicken. You can melee stuff, and it's a little weird. Some of the perspective is a little weird in this game as well. Like this ledge, I can like hide behind the front part of this ledge, but then it's also a ledge. I'm not sure how that works. Also, I think we're missing the 53rd pod. Yeah, it just is not there. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go back and forth a bunch. It just is a random thing that I noticed. There's like a lot of enemies in this area. I'm basically using the pistol just because. I guess I should have shotgun, but even though it's just a flat map of things, the shotgun still is better up close, even though it doesn't like show bullet spread or anything. So it just seems a little funny to me when like you can't actually see that more or less bullets are hitting the thing, but it does more damage when it's close up. I don't know if there's like an ambush one on my way back. I thought there was, but I guess there isn't. It's never really a waste to pick up health if you're missing health. Since I've played a lot of games, it's like, I don't know, I get stingy about pretty much anything. Like, ammo packs and stuff. I don't know where that guy came from. I guess I'm gonna get to the next chapter and then stop, and then this will be cut into 1 or 2 parts, I suppose. With basic editing, meaning I have to put it in a thing before I can upload it, and probably won't edit it all unless I need to edit the audio a little bit, which I don't even know how to do that. Oh yeah, this is a really obvious trap that is obvious.
I can't believe I fell for that.
And Hardboiled Chicken can't believe he fell for that. Oh, there's this guy. Who is like your arch nemesis. So, now I don't know if they're penguins or albatrosses, but I'm pretty sure they're penguins.
Still wearing the black star, I see. You make it sound like a bad scene.
He says that, but I think I also have a black star underneath the bandana. Spoiler alert, sorry. For this 3-hour game. He's being a little creepy. I don't appreciate it. I think I'll stop after this cutscene. I'm gonna stop talking, and then I'll end the video, I guess.
Up and down, back and forward, rattle the cage to wake my mother. Black and white dreams and colorful spells into a different set of rooms where we don't belong. A serpent arise from out of the depths, heading for the sun, looking into my eyes. Illuminate me so I may see the light. Illuminate me so I cease to long for anything. Illuminate me so I can tell what's right. Eliminate me so I come to know myself.
So yeah, that was fucking weird. As is this game, and I'm gonna... I don't know if there's actually a save option or if I just quit, basically. I think I just quit. That should be a checkpoint. I think I will end it there. See you next time. See how the response goes. I'll probably finish this game regardless because it's short. I already got through like the first couple chapters. It's 15 chapters long, I think. Although some of the later chapters are really long. Let's see how the audio looks on this. I might be too quiet the entire time. But see you guys later. Kolbe's signing out, I guess. For OriginalbroSaves.